I'm Christian. That's my name. Christian. I'm your host this evening. Christian Grant. My name is Christian Grant. My name is Christian Grant. My name is what the government gives white public schools. Let's give him another Christian Grant. Christian Grant. I asked my mom, I was like, Christian Grant, why'd you name me that? She said, because Muslim scholarship was already taken. So here we are! Christian Grant, that's my name, Christian Grant. It sounds like Christian Grey. Yeah, you can already hear the high expectations. And when there's high expectations, there's high disappointment. If you don't know what I'm getting at, imagine you're about to have sex with, like, Batman, and then Batman says, be quiet, mom's upstairs. I can't keep up with that Christian Grey guy. There was this one girl who was like, ooh, Christian, is this gonna be like The Book? And I was like, the book, yeah, wait, in the book, she touches nipples, he always farted. That's in the book, right? It pisses me off, because it happens often enough that there's a lot, and I'm not even bad at sex, that's the problem. I'm pretty good at sex, okay? Here's my last review, ready? She said that having sex with me is like riding a roller coaster. Yeah, a roller coaster. She was like, man, this was like a roller coaster, because when we're finished, I'm just happy I didn't throw up. And I'm really proud of that. I'm really proud. Nice. Let me ask you guys a question. Let's say in the mail you get an amazing love letter from a stranger. Is that creepy or romantic? Creepy, romantic. I have a friend in prison that would love to meet you. Romantic? I think it's creepy with you guys, because I mean, what's crazy is back in the day, that was the move, though. You know, like you knew where someone lived before you asked them out. I'm glad like texting and phones came around, because if we went by how love used to be, that would be creepy. You know, just like imagine like me today in your Ring camera. I've come to call on you. Like that would be like your grandma's like, your great-grandpa waited outside my house for 3 weeks. Like, Grandma, you weren't being courted, you were being victimed. You know? That's the problem, man. A lot of people like to compare romance from like now than what it used to be. You know, I don't think we should do that. Like, I know a lot of there's you've heard it. You're like, men used to be so much more romantic. They used to go fight for wars and write romantic love letters. Now they don't even text back. Like, yeah, he was in a war. He hasn't seen you in 3 months. Like, he's gotta take his time, write a love letter, and be romantic. Like now, texting, you can write to anyone, anywhere, instantly. You know, like if they could write love letters back then instantly, they wouldn't be romantic. They just have 2 words: you up. You know. Actually 3 words, and the 3rd word is a highly detailed sketch of an eggplant. Yeah. My grandma's turning 80 this year. Right? It's cool, it's a big birthday. So, it's a big birthday. So I asked her, so Grandma, what do you want for your birthday? And she goes, a man. Yeah, that's funny. So I tell my friends this because it's funny. I tell my guy friends this because it's funny. Biggest mistake I've ever made. Because now my guy friends are trying to fuck my grandma. And my grandma might try to fuck my guy friends. And I can be a cockblock or the greatest grandson ever. I don't know what to do. Before I told my friends this, I indulged her a little bit, I was like, so Grandma, are you on the dating apps? And she goes, I check the obituaries every day. That's funny. No, Grandma when you like someone, you swipe or you don't swipe. She goes, oh, I don't need all that. This is what grandma actually does. You ready? She takes out the newspaper and she goes to the obituary section. She reads. She goes, Susan is survived by her husband, Ron. Hello, Ron. That's what she does. My grandma's speed dating at funerals. How about your grandma? That's crazy. Obituaries are just old people Tinder. I didn't know that, man. That's crazy. It kind of makes sense, though, because obituaries, you can write whatever you want in the obituaries. Like, if you're older, and like, that's hard to get out and date when you're older. Like, you know, I might take a chance when I'm older. If my wife, like, gives me permission when she dies, and, you know, that might be worth I don't know. Just if she gives me permission, I might put something in there for me. Is all I'm trying to say. Just Bethany is survived by her beloved husband, who has a really good heart and owns a sick boat and doesn't know any graves. Might be worth doing. I don't know, man. I've seen someone now. It's very casual. It's very casual. It's casual for a reason. It's very casual for a reason. We're trying to make it work, but it's just not, and that's why it's casual. We try to make it work for real. This is why it's not working out. It's not working out because like her dirty talk. It makes me feel uncomfortable. And I swear I try to be enthusiastic. I try so hard, but here it is. It's just not. Here it is. Ready? Harder. I'm like, yeah. Faster. I'm like, yeah. Richer. I'm like, what? Blacker. I don't know how to do that.